listen, if there's one thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We're back, we're driving for Gopuff. Me just got activated as a Gopuff delivery driver. Yeah, delivering convenience items, stuff like that. And I want you to remember, think of this, store this in your memory, 15. What number? Yes, 15. I want you to remember that. Why? Because that was my earnings per hour on my last shift. It's not that stellar. I mean, I wanted you to hit minimum of $20 an hour. Our goal on the channel is $25 an hour. So that last shift, I started at 8 a.m. in the morning. That's basically when the warehouse opens. By the way, that's where I'm going right now. You have to go to warehouse first. Now we're mixing it up. It is 4:15 p.m. and I'm driving there right now. I'll get there in about 13-15 minutes. And we're gonna see, you and I, if we can beat, I hope we can beat $15 an hour. Oh my gosh, imagine if we're lower, but we're gonna find out. If there's any problems, because on that first shift, there were problems. So if there's any problems, we're gonna go over to earnings, everything at the end of the video as well. So let me get to the warehouse first and we'll get our first order request. So kind of a good sign already. I just got to the warehouse, I just parked, and I swiped start workday. That's their thing, like go online. And immediately I got 3 deliveries. So when you do this, it says you have a bin request, because I'm gonna go in there, you match the corresponding bin, and the stuff's in there, right? It's like a little Gopuff bag with the convenience items, whatever it is. So based on this 369, I'm gonna make at least like $10+. So the more drops you have might be better, because otherwise you gotta come back here and then go back out. So we'll see. I mean, this is only my second ever shift. I'm really curious if this is gonna trend more earnings per hour. I feel like it might, but put your guesses down below. Let me get the stuff and I'll see you in a second. All right, first delivery complete, and there was kind of some problems on that first one. Navigation being the first one, I couldn't find the location. Look, don't impede traffic, don't stop in the middle of the road, don't make a turn that you're not confident in, like you didn't check. Could be a one-way. I've done it. You know, you turn on a road you're not familiar. This one up here says no left turn, right? So don't rush those decisions if you don't know where you're going. I just went around, right? The GPS is gonna recalculate, and I couldn't find it because there was no street view on Google Maps. Like you put in the address, it puts the pin on the destination and shows you a picture. So if you don't see that, I actually punched it into Google itself, and that gave me a name of the apartment complex. And then mistake number 2, which was actually a mistake, I forgot to take a picture of the bag at the front door to confirm delivery. It's not gonna kill you. I've done it on other apps. It's not gonna kill you if you forget one time, a couple of times. Just make sure to understand the process. Especially, it kind of reminds me of Amazon Flex. Like there's quite a few prompts to actually confirm the delivery. So same thing here, just take another second here. Once I get back to the swing of things on the delivery process, just to make sure to follow all those steps. All right, second and third delivery completed. I tell you what, folks, I tell you what. Second time, well, probably, I don't know, third time a customer met me curbside. So again, it says take a picture, but if you meet them curbside, there should be a way to indicate you handed it off to the customer, because it still asks you to take a picture of the bag, and you're like, well, I already gave the bag away to the customer. Comment down below if there is an option there. I didn't really see it. All right, it's gotta be busy. I got another request, again, as soon as I'm pulling up to the warehouse here. So this time, let's check it out here. I got 2 bins, so 2 drop-offs. Let's see where they're at. Okay, one really close by, which is good. So let's go to the warehouse again and do our pickup for drop-offs. This would be 3 and 4. All right, so it happened again, folks. A customer met me curbside. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's something in there that says handed to customer. I need to find it if there is, though. Super friendly, and it's nice because they're ready, and they also confirm the address. Now, obviously, you should visually confirm the address just to make sure no one's scamming you and trying to take someone's stuff. But no, she was really friendly. So off to our next delivery, 10 minutes, a little further away. So let's go do it. As expected, new bin alert as soon as I get to the warehouse. Let's see, which is good. I'd rather be busy than wait here for 10 minutes for a request. All right. Okay, folks. Just one bin. I wonder if you sit here and wait, will they send you another order? Like an add-on, like a stacked order, you know? Comment that down below. Oh, just one bin. I want 3. Because remember, it's like $3.25 on each order. Man. Where is it? I mean, it's decently close by. All right, let's get our 1 bin request. I tell you, these Gopuff customers, you guys are on it. Another customer met me at the door. This little dude, like, I don't know, 6 or something. Oh man, I did tell him, I'm like, hey man, gotta take a picture. And I did that. I just left it at the front door, you know, as instructed, knock on the door, all that. That one was only 4 or 5 minutes away. There's a squirrel standing right in the middle of the road, guy. 4 or 5 minutes back to the warehouse. That one was not bad. I mean, again, I'd like to have like 3 in this kind of zone and just get paid for all 3, knock them out. But yeah, Gopuff customers are on the ball. Let's keep it rolling. All right, there we go. Got another bin request. It seems random, I guess, because this time they gave me 2 customers. So I don't know how they determine like who gets it. Looks like there's a driver behind me that just got something too. Bin 1 and 2 customers. Let's do it. All right, so get this. As I was doing one of those deliveries, I was so used to the customers being curbside. This guy walked out of the house right when I was pulling up. So a lot of these apps, they track you as a driver, like DoorDash, and they show your location. So the customer's like, oh, okay, like they're pulling up right now. Just the old adage, don't assume. I rolled down my window. I was gonna say, hey, you for Gopuff. Didn't do that because I didn't confirm the address yet. So he was actually at the house next to my delivery location. So it was only a little awkward because we looked at each other and just randomly isolated neighborhood, car pulls up to you. But yeah, make sure that at least you're at the correct address before you assume, give it to someone. But other than that, that one was pretty straightforward. So I got 4 minutes, 1.1 miles to my next delivery, and then we got some oh my gosh, I need to get you a footage of this. We had some, I don't know, identify this down below, quail. I don't know, it doesn't look like turkeys, and there's babies. Look at them, look how adorable. The car was stopping for them. They were crossing the street, the whole family. So here's a real curveball for you. This is a new one. This is a new one on really most any food delivery app. So get this, I get to that location, my recent delivery, I'm going back to the warehouse right now, and there was another Gopuff delivery bag already there. I don't know, like why especially, oh boy. So yeah, join me as I go down the oldest, I don't know, I'm just saying that, one of the weirdest roads. I mean, here in Pittsburgh, folks, we have so much cobblestone, as you're hearing right now. These are thick, super uneven cobblestone for like another 70 yards. But anyway, why would there be another Gopuff bag? So did somebody place an order like right after their first order? Was it someone else at the same residence? And if so, if either of those 2 scenarios were true, why didn't I get the bag? It was another bag sitting there. Was it placed like 20 minutes ago? And for whatever reason, the customer like forgot about it. They didn't get it yet. That was really interesting. Okay, let me give you a heads up to one of the hardest deliveries to make, in my opinion. It doesn't matter if it's food delivery or this one. You might see it over my shoulder here. It's to a hospital. I mean, hospitals are huge institutions. Obviously, it depends where you're at, but typically it's a big institution with a lot of security, and it's super easy to get lost. I never recommend to deliver to like a patient's room. Now, I have delivered to patients' rooms in specialized kind of stay facilities, not a main hospital building though, and I don't necessarily recommend that. What Gopuff has, what we discovered on the first shift, folks, is delivery notes. So before, like, I did that first delivery and I looked at the navigation and I zoomed in on, you know, Google Maps. I'm like, that's the hospital. So once you swipe start delivery, you get access to those delivery notes, which are notes from other drivers. I think that's super helpful. So the one said left with security, another one said left an information desk. I went to the emergency entrance, that's basically the main entrance, and talked to the security guard. Number one, said, hey, got a Gopuff delivery. He said, go to the other main, well, I guess, you know, the non-emergency main entrance, and go to the info desk, which is what our delivery note said. So again, combed through those delivery notes. He was really nice. So walked through the garage into the main entrance. Another security guard, he saw I had a delivery. He's like, all right, you're good. And went to the info desk. Two nice ladies. They did say they couldn't officially accept a package, but just to leave it on the table. I took a nice wide picture for the customer. I would recommend that. Give them plenty of context. And I also texted them as well. So tell them, in this case, you know, I left it at the East Information Desk. And again, left them a very large picture. All right, and I'm back, and I got all of the numbers that I guarantee you're gonna wanna see. This is pretty interesting. But firstly, quiz, do you remember that number that I told you at the start of the shift? What was that number? It was 15. That was the earnings per hour on my first ever shift that we hopefully just crush, because I don't want to make 15 an hour. I don't want you to make 15 an hour again. So let's find out here. This shift today in Pittsburgh, 4:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. The total gross revenue, everything that I brought home, $70.47 for 3 hours. That is $23.49 per hour. And I had to double check the earnings. I didn't even think I made that much, but that's a good thing. I mean, $23.49, that's really close to our channel goal here of $25 an hour. I believe that is certainly a busier time. I don't know about the weekday versus weekend per se, because I'm new, but the time of day, 4:30 versus starting at 8 a.m. I mean, I'm just thinking about how many people are placing orders for Gopuff at 8 a.m. versus 4:30. I think that helped. So total deliveries today, 12 deliveries. I received 9 tips. That's a little lower than average. I like to see that at 10 plus, I'd say. $3.50 average tip. That's also a little bit lower than food delivery, as well as my first Gopuff shift. So today, business miles, 38.6. Now this was higher than the first shift. So $1.83 paid out per mile. And I feel like, I mean, you can't really do anything to control that. So that's the thing. That's something that I'm going to be watching for you closely. Because again, you can't control the bin assignments and, you know, ultimately those deliveries and ultimately the miles, right, to that customer. But pretty good there on the pay per mile. So based on those miles, a tax deduction of $22.58. So let's talk about it. Second ever Gopuff shift. Comment down below if you've been activated. Have you done your first shift? Have you done this for months or, I don't know, years? Comment down below. But I mean, it seems fun. It seems fun, maybe just because it's a new app, I guess, but it seems fun insofar as it's predictable, so I don't have to worry about, you know, where is this next request. It's always back to the warehouse. Now, on a business sense, I'm always thinking about the miles. All right, again, the further away you go, the further you have to come back, so that's not great. But again, the pay per mile today, and certainly the earnings was pretty good. So, I mean, problems, we didn't really have a ton of problems. The age restricted thing is very straightforward, nothing there. A little bit trickier navigation and parking, but that could be for really any gig app really. So we had $15 per hour and almost $24 an hour on our second shift on Gopuff here. So certainly soon a third, a fourth, fifth, etc. shift coming soon here in Pittsburgh, driving for Gopuff. But I also help you with most every single major side hustle and gig out there. So definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you enjoyed this video and this content, definitely drop a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.